I'm in love with my doctor and reckon if I lost 4 stone, 40 years and had Botox I'd be in with a chance. This week Janet accompanied me to my appointment, lugging my walker out of her car without a word of complaint because she's a retired nurse and living angel. But as soon as I asked the doctor where he was from, his age and his family details, Janet started giving me the glare. I enjoyed my chat with my GP and it's nice to hear what his brothers, sister and dad all do for a living and his opinion of the Welsh football team. But Janet reminded me there were people waiting to see him, so I reluctantly said my goodbyes. Waiting rooms can be dreary because everyone there's got something on their mind and talk in whispers. So before we left the surgery we sang Twinkle Twinkle to a toddler and had some nice chats with people waiting there. Life's too short to be miserable and a smile costs nothing. My appointment was 9:20 a.m. We left the surgery at 11:40 a.m. A new card shop has opened in Wrexham, so I made a list of all the occasions between now and June and chose a pile of new cards. In the queue for the till, something came over me and I broke into a rendition of Ain't No Mountain High Enough. Janet was a few places behind me in the queue and I saw her eyebrows going up and down. But after a couple of bars, a lovely young girl asked if she could do a duet with me and we had a lovely sing-song, doing all the actions to keep the rhythm. As I left, I caught Janet telling the staff, she causes ructions wherever she goes. Can you believe we've been friends for 73 years? We topped off our day with a pub lunch and I was served lemon meringue pie that looked like a work of art with a fruit garnish. Look at this, Janet, I said. I've got a syphilis. Janet's eyes widened to the size of her plate and her spoonful of jam sponge froze midair. It's not called syphilis, she said. I was sure I was right because I'd seen it on Come Dine With Me. So, back home, I checked with my eldest son Jonathan. Mother, he said. Turns out the cute orange little fruit is called a physalis. Easy mistake to make, and I ate it anyway. Donald Trump. Who can believe Trump looks like winning in states in America, even after saying he'd support Putin against NATO? He and Putin have a lot in common, they're both donuts and mad as a box of frogs. Dame Esther Ranson would like her last meal to be caviar and champagne because she's allergic to both and wouldn't have to suffer the consequences. I like Esther's thinking, but her choices wouldn't be mine. I'd have a cup of tea and a bloody big fry-up with all the works, 2 of everything and a dollop of brown sauce. As I'm enjoying my fried bread, I'd give not a jot about the cholesterol or calories. And I'd be so full I wouldn't even want a pudding afterwards because I'd be happy just sitting with it settling in my stomach. I'd die happy then. The Body Shop. I'm sad for the Body Shop staff to hear it's closing half its UK stores. But it was never one of my favorite shops. Years ago I bought peppermint spray for my feet. But the smell of the mint mixed with the sweat from the insides of my slippers made a really sickly smell that made me heave. ITV's Breathtaking, the drama based on true events of the pandemic, is important and powerful viewing according to reviews and my friends who've seen it. But I just can't bring myself to watch. I will always remember everything about those dark times, although I wish I could forget them. Switching on the news to see exhausted, traumatized medics on their knees and patients on ventilators. Cleaning our hands, our shopping and even our mail through the post box with antibac wipes. The desperate feeling of wanting to hug our families yet being gripped by fear of going out. No one's been quite the same since, but it permanently changed people my age who live on their own. So much time indoors worsened our mobility, gave us new anxiety and turned adventurous extroverts into people who have to be cajoled into going out. I hope I will be excused from watching as the feelings are still too raw. Josie Gibson. Josie Gibson's genuine warmth and kindness was evident in the "I'm a Celebrity" jungle and this week when she cried live on this morning. Josie couldn't hold her composure as a viewer described losing her daughter during a phone-in. Letting her emotions show when she's in front of multiple cameras proves Josie cares. Growing up, people on telly had a stiff upper lip, covered up their feelings and even hid their real accents. Josie does none of that and I love her for it. Follow Mirror Celebs on TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube and Threads.